thankful for the friends and family here. Today, Kenny's starting out on that journey, and he's going to go be spreading the word to the other parts of the state. We know him here as a friend, as someone we go to church with, who's someone that you see taking his children to school. Other places in the state may not know him as well. But after this journey is over, they are all going to know that Kenny Hulshof is the man they want to lead our state to the next level. Folks, I give you the next governor of the great state of Missouri, Kenny Hulshof.
Thanks very much, Steve. Thanks for that. Don't you have a job to do? You need to
I'm farming until about 4 o'clock this afternoon.
I'm really excited, and I want to just spend some time with you and then have some opportunity for some questions. Along with that introduction, many of you know my wife, Renee. What a great First Lady of the state she's going to be. 6 days ago, we announced our intention to run for the highest office the state offers, to be the governor of this great state. What I want to do today, especially for those of you that are representative of the folks of the 9th District, is to say thank you. Thank you to all the people that have helped prepare me for this journey. Many of you remember, maybe some of you remember, 1994. This 9th Congressional District. We were all excited about our Republican nominee. He had brought some people into the political process that had never been involved before. Dr. Rick Hardy was someone that we supported proudly, and yet for some personal reasons stepped away from that campaign in the summer of 1994. And the Republicans in this district were scrambling to find some soul that was willing to march into a contest against a very popular incumbent congressman with a large war chest, very well known, conservative on matters that are of importance in the 9th District. And I said, I'll go, send me. That was a hard campaign in a short amount of time, and we came close and fell just a little bit short in 1994, but we're willing to take that flag and march it into battle seat, just as you referenced. Since that time, though, I've been privileged to represent this district. We have been through some historic times together. We've had ethical scandals, unfortunately, of colleagues of mine. I sat in judgment over a popular president and considered impeachment. We've had peacetime. I've had tough votes to send our young men and women to war. We've had the darkest day of our nation's history together, September the 11th. And through all of these things, you stood with me. Some people say, you know, how have you been so successful in politics? Because as you know, I'm a kid from the farm, and no one from our family was ever involved in politics. I think you have helped me achieve that success. In this district, one cannot pander to one political point of view or the other. The demands of the district require that you reach across the aisle and you try to find consensus with one another. I've tried to do that. I've tried to be the most ethical, honest representative that you deserve, and you have prepared me then for this next step. As Steve said, many in the 9th District know me. There are others in the state who don't. And so beginning today, Renee and I are going to start to go across the state. I'm going to introduce myself to folks. I'm going to talk to them about the values and principles that drive me every day. I'm going to tell my story of the Missouri dream and how a kid that used to walk barefoot on our cotton rows now has had the opportunity to walk the marble halls of Congress, and, Lord willing, will be walking through the halls of our state capitol as your next governor. So I'm here really to say we're ready for the challenge. We don't expect to see a lot of one another over these next 9 months. But again, I think it's time, you know, as Steve talked about, all of us were caught off guard, I think, by Governor Blunt's announcement. And I'm sure that was a tough decision that he and Melanie had to make. A decision that they considered their family, they considered the things that they had accomplished while in office. And as far as someone who put the good of the state above his own personal political ambitions and had to make some tough choices, and yet decided that it was time to step aside. So once again, we're looking for someone who can lead us forward with a vision, someone who believes that we need to help create this economy so that our kids are ready for this new economy. We've got a lot of healthcare challenges. We need to focus on things like market-based reforms. We need to make sure that healthcare is accessible and affordable for those who are having a tough time making ends meet. Education, of course, is extremely important. Higher education. I'm a proud graduate of this university, my alma mater, and I continue to hold it dear in my heart. And the economy, of course, the national economy is a little shaky. The state economy continues to be strong, but we need to make sure that we continue to attract more businesses. Ideally, we want to have the ability to restore the Missouri dream so that when a young child, whether he's from a farm or whether she's from the inner city, that they look to this state and don't look to leave the state, but look to all the tremendous resources that we have here in the state of Missouri, and to realize their dreams, realize their potential, and to work for the common good here in the state.